third episode of CVTV.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Drew.
And we're your CVTV anchors.
Girls softball has been in season for a while.
And they managed to pitch their way into another win.
Let's take a look.
I'm Emma Bracken and I catch. I think we performed really well, considering that it's really hard to stay in those kinds of ball games. We had solid pitching, solid hitting, and just brought out a good win. Definitely hitting. Yeah.
I'm Brianna Robles and I play shortstop. My strong points is probably like being on the field and cheering on my teammates.
1, 2, 3, yes!
Definitely the fans. I'm glad that we had some fans out here.
Yeah, Maddie! We need to just keep up the energy in those kinds of games because it is very difficult, but it's definitely doable. So.
The game looks like it was fun, at least for one side, right?
Yeah, the softball team really gave the beat down to Doherty High School.
Our next segment focuses on a club that's gotten a lot of traction this year. Speech and debate. Let's go take a look.
I was head speech and debate coach from 2008 until last year. Speech and debate is a CHASA-sanctioned activity, as Mr. Combest is fast to acknowledge, in which kids compete on the weekends. Almost every weekend they want to compete, 2 or 3 weekends a month. And there are tournaments all over the city, all over the state, actually all over the nation. But we go to the ones here in Denver, and we compete in debate, dramatic events, speaking events. There are all sorts of things to compete in, and we feel really good about ourselves when we're done. It was created the year before I got here by Mr. Sutterer. Mr. Sutterer realized that any high school worth its salt needs to have a speech and debate program because it's an element of success that a high school should have. And then he handed it off to me the following year. We meet every Monday and Wednesday after school in room 5800, which is Mr. Combest's room. You fill out the paperwork, you pay your dues, and you're in. We have not closed membership at all. We are always open for more. And we work very well if you have other activities that are taking your time. So give us a chance, you might like it.
It looks like speech and debate is going to be quite competitive this year.
Just last Thursday, CV Student Government took us back to the 50s with their Grease drive-in movie.
Let's see how it went.
How's the movie going for you so far?
Well, the movie hasn't quite started yet, but I have high hopes. I'm really looking forward to it. Got a big old screen over there. Look, it's looking good.
Do you think CV should do this more often?
Yeah, these nights are fun. It's a mix up of the pace. You get to have some fun with your friends after school hours. I enjoy it.
Thank you. How's the movie going so far for you guys?
It's just started, but it's good.
Are you guys gonna stay for the whole entire thing? You guys are gonna leave a little early? What game did you play today? How was it going tonight at the CV movie night?
Good.
What prize did you win?
I won a Chick-fil-A gift card.
Awesome. What's your opinion on the CV movie night so far?
It's pretty great. It's a good opportunity to come watch a movie with friends.
Did you come with a group of people or did you go by yourself?
I came here with two.
Nice. Did you want to come to this or did your friends force you?
I think I chose to, but it was partially me being forced to come.
How is the movie going so far for you?
Pretty great.
Thank you for your time.
In other news, we heard about a very interesting club that was just made this year.
Let's take a look at Scuba Club.
I am the faculty sponsor for the Scuba Club. I went to the University of California, Santa Barbara, and was actually part of the Scuba Club there. So I have been scuba diving for about 10 years now. So this is a brand new club. We are still kind of getting our feet under us, but hopefully our goal is to go on some dive trips or have guest speakers who can talk to us about what it means to scuba dive and some of the cool trips they've been on. This is a new club, so we're still figuring that out, but we know that there's a couple opportunities to dive in some of the local aquariums in Denver and down in Colorado Springs. There's also some diving spots in New Mexico that might be an option as well. I would say the most exciting part of scuba diving is getting to experience an entirely different world, completely different from anything you've ever experienced before, and getting to interact and see organisms that you've probably never seen up close. So our club meets on Wednesdays. We're still figuring out how frequently we're going to meet, but we meet in room 4030, which is in the new F-Pod, and we meet at 9 o'clock. If you're interested in scuba diving but you're not certified, there will be a free discovery scuba dive at the rec center on September 12th.
Wow, that was really cool.
Yeah, I didn't know the Scuba Club was a thing until we decided to cover it.
Just goes to show that the student body has a much wider range of interest than we thought.
I wonder how the student body's doing this year. Actually, why don't we ask them?
As of recently, the Tri-County Board has made it a requirement to wear masks due to local COVID cases rising in frequency, which followed with Douglas County's plan to leave their position in the Tri-County Board and create their own health department. Here at CV, students have created their own opinions based on the county's decision and their prior week experiences with mask restrictions.
What's your grade level?
I'm a freshman, so I'm in 9th grade.
Are you enjoying learning with less COVID restrictions?
I think it's nice after a year and a half of COVID restrictions and getting quarantined a bunch. I think it's a better change because you can learn better. My favorite part of school is just the socialization aspect and like friends. Making new friends, seeing old friends.
Are you enjoying learning with less COVID restrictions?
Yeah.
Did you attend the CV movie night?
Yeah.
I like coming in person.
Did you attend the CVTV movie night?
On Wednesday, September 1st, we saw multiple protests at DCSD schools related to mask wearing.
Here at CVTV, we think it's important to keep you updated on the events that impact our community. Here's what happened at Castleview.
Why are you here? There's 3 of you. All the way down! Go get the real boys!
The most recent Tri-County health order has led to masks becoming a large point of contention again.
If you don't want to wear one, don't wear one. If you do, okay, then wear one.
Some Castleview students decided to make their voices heard in a walkout this past Wednesday.
My friend just kind of grabbed me and I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll do it. I think we shouldn't have to wear them right now. We went so long without them. If you want to wear them, you should probably just stay home.
I think that it should be in place because COVID cases are going up and the Delta variant is very transmittable and it's just safer for everybody.
I think that people, if they want to wear masks, they can, or if they want to stay home, they can, but they shouldn't force other people to.
I mean, the mandate's already in place and some people are already wearing masks, but some people aren't. And, you know, it's kind of an issue.
This is Dr. Kaur. I want to address a couple of the events of today and give you some information as we move forward into tomorrow. Through the course of the day, we fell out of peaceful assembly, and those interactions devolved into name-calling at the best, and at the worst, we heard examples of hate speech and racial epithets being tossed about.
Oh, he's making jokes about Mexican people, he's making jokes about black people, Asian people, like...
And I am a huge advocate for student voice.
And if that's true.
And the right students have to peacefully assemble and to have their voices heard. That's my responsibility in protecting the academic environment here. The right to peacefully assemble has devolved, and thereby I have deemed these assemblies a disruption to our academic environment, and the most important job we have in this building is teaching and learning. Starting tomorrow, there will be no opportunity on this campus to assemble or protest. My expectation of the students of this building is very high, and generally you knock it out of the park in meeting that expectation. Today, I am disappointed. Thank you for your attention.
That's all for CVTV this week.
To see more from us, check us out at cvstudentmedia.com.
Once again, I'm Drew.
And I'm Taylor.
And make sure to tune in next time
For CVTV.